If you're not watching Christian Hannah Horror, what are you doing?
You can support me on Patreon for just $1 a month. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Christian Hannah Horror here. Today, guys, I just wanted to stop in, come talk to you guys, kind of have a rap session. I want to talk about Halloween, and I want to talk about what should be a very happy and a very high anticipating time. Unfortunately, there's a lot of negativity and bad feelings and aggravation towards a lot of the Halloween hardcore fans. Now, I don't consider myself a hardcore Halloween fan because if I would react the way some of these people I see react, I think it's kind of disrespectful. Now, I just want to say that all this is my opinion, and I'm just going to share with you how I guys feel. You know, the Halloween fans are some of the most devout, intense fans of any franchise I think I've ever heard of or seen before in my life. You know, there's a lot of distaste now because of Halloween 2 not being included, which I can understand, but at the same time, you know, these movies are, we don't hold the power to these kinds of things. We're just fans. You know, we're not in charge, so to speak. You know, I want to say this. It's like we go back. The first time we got to see the rage from Halloween fans was the backlash from the Rob Zombie remakes. Now, I can understand it really made the franchise different. It really took the movie and all the elements that we loved about the original, it wasn't there in this remake. That was the first time we saw a lot of tug from the Halloween fans saying, give us our franchise back. You know, and then when 2 came out, it just became even more worse, and Rob Zombie is vilified to this day because of his involvement in the Halloween franchise. And I understand why Halloween fans don't like his movies, but at the same time, you know, I enjoy every Halloween movie. Any movie I can have a chance to see the character of Michael Myers, I take it as a blessing and as appreciation. So when I get to see even remakes with Rob Zombie's vision, while they're different, I can still find enjoyment in them. And there's not to say that I'm saying that you can't have an opinion and you have to like something, but this is where I see what the hardcore fans are saying, and then my brain is going the other way, and I'm like, I don't understand how you see things like this. So the outcry was coming and coming and coming for a return to the original franchise. There was talks about doing a Halloween 3D. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these producers and directors and stuff were just reading reviews for Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie and looking on the internet and seeing how much distaste there was for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a notion that we shouldn't go through with this because, you know, it's this or this or this, you know. And then, not to mention, Rob Zombie didn't want to do another Halloween after 2. The only reason he did 2 is because when he realized that they were going to make the movie regardless whether he was involved with it or not, he figured, well, maybe I should just be involved in it. You know, but, you know, after Halloween 2, we get the notion of a Halloween Returns. And it's funny because I don't remember a whole lot of distaste for Halloween Returns, and I don't remember a whole lot of negative feedback. As a matter of fact, when it really seemed real, especially after Malika Cod came out and said Halloween Returns is a real thing, it seemed like people were pretty happy about it. There wasn't much negativity. I remember making a couple videos back in the day with my expectations and hopes, and Michael Myers was supposed to be on death row. That sounds really cool to me. I would have loved to have seen that movie, Halloween Returns. Maybe even a little bit more now than what we're getting, but I'll get into that in a second. Everyone was so excited, and then all of a sudden, nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, it's dropped, and everybody's heart's broken. And Halloween fans are just aggravated. And this is where, you know, like, the whipped dog comes into play. Halloween fans are hesitant, and they don't want to just see things and be told things are going to happen because look what happens. You get all these movies. And this is not the first time. This was just the most concrete time that we were told we were getting a Halloween movie. You know, so, you know, John Carpenter had gone on record saying many times before he would never do another Halloween, and then Blumhouse gets their hands on Halloween, and people are still unsure, especially the Halloween fans. They're unsure of what's going on. And, you know, when we finally get to where we're at, when John Carpenter became on board and as an executive producer, this is where I really got confused, because there was a lot, the majority of Halloween fans were so excited about this. They were so thrilled to see the master, the creator of Halloween, come in and come back, and some people were just upset about that. And I think a lot of that was not trusting Carpenter. And I can understand that, because Carpenter can easily just involve himself in something and then things not happen. Especially after the fact that when he came out and said he was involved, we never heard nothing for months. For months. And the Halloween fans grew increasingly aggravated. Well, when Jamie Lee Curtis came into play, again, you know, my question is, you know, a majority of the people were happy about this. I was just like, cool, Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back. Laurie Strode's character is going to come back. And the majority of Halloween fans are all on board and they're happy. It wasn't until the Halloween 2 scenario came into play that we really saw a divide. And what I want to know is, especially for this video, if you're a person that feels this way about the aggravation of Halloween 2, please tell me why. And maybe these films just are more near and dear to you, and you appreciate them more than I do. And feel a disrespect from that. I just don't understand why it's such a huge deal that Halloween 2 isn't being included. Now, surely I can understand. You know, John Carpenter himself, and this is another thing you got to think about. John Carpenter himself said that he wrote Halloween 2 just out of a 6-pack of beer and not knowing what to do when he created the brother-sister thing. And I think because John didn't want that, I think that's why he really pushed for probably the script and the story that Blumhouse came up with. I think the real moral of this video is I want to come out and I want to reach out and I want to say this, especially to a lot of the hardcore Halloween fans. First off, despite what I'm saying and the fact that I'm going to give you my opinion, never let nobody change your opinion. If you like something, you know, ever have to tell somebody why. You know, like what you want to like. I just really want to make this video to say we need to stop for a second and realize that this is going to be one of the only instances in this whole universe and thing we call life where we're going to get to enjoy a Halloween film. These things they're just not going to last forever. And I think, I'm not trying to tell you to just take what you can get, but appreciate what's happening. This movie is filmed. This movie is real. We're going to get to see Michael Myers on the big screen. So I just want to stop and really just kind of voice my own opinion and reach out to the Halloween fans and just want to see us all come together and see us all be more positive and more appreciative and happy about what's going on, as opposed to just saying, well, we could have had this, or well, we should have had this. Always have your opinion, but realize that when you're not in control, you know, you're not in control. So I just want to say I'm excited about the new Halloween movie. I haven't seen it. I hope it's going to be great. I'll never condemn a movie or wish it to fail. I don't like to see anything fail. But I really hope that this new Halloween movie will be great, and I think it will be. That's it for this video, guys. Really just wanted to reach out to you guys and give you my thoughts on everything with Halloween and the unfortunate backlash from some of the hardcore fans that I just think is a little upsetting, and I wish we could all have a different opinion, a more positive opinion on the movie. Please tell me what your thoughts are on this whole ordeal. Do you think maybe that some of the hardcore fans are a little ridiculous? Do you think you know, everybody's got their opinion and that's the bottom line? What's your take on this? How do you feel about the new movie and the way things transpired and how the movie is happening now? Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Christian Hannah Horror. We try to upload often and have a great time. And